Alrighty, good morning everyone. Good morning, Josh. I'm working for AAA Home Design. Today we're going to have a little discussion about job site safety, about some specific protocols we're going to have to follow, what we're going to do before we get onto the job site, and stuff you're going to be required to have on you, accountability, and some medical information. Okay, first thing we're going to be doing is our pre-construction inspections and pre-construction checks. This is a carryover for some military service. Okay, do it before missions. Now, according to OSHA standard 1926.28, the proper PPE has to be provided by yours truly. The requirement is going to be hard hats, eye protection, gloves, steel-toed boots, and as a AAA Home Design requirement, you're going to have to wear pants too, no shorts on the job site, not even for the job site supervisor. Okay, some safety protocols. When you're actually walking onto the job site, the site supervisor, the foreman on site, is going to require that you have these items on you, and also that that they're in good working condition, no cracks in the goggles, laces aren't torn on the boots, hard hats aren't compromised integrally in any way. Okay, there's a couple of hazards that we're going to have to look out for this specific job. That's going to be ladder falls, trip hazards, and fatal electrical shock. Now, the fatal electrical shock is not going to be as much of an issue unless you're dealing with the panels outside. However, the protocols still need to be found. The OSHA standard is going to be 1926.21 for this. And the fatal electrical shock, if you're dealing with any panels on the job site, it needs to be locked and tagged. Everything needs to be shut off before we start working. The 220 coming off the oven can mess you up really bad. You also have stuff, for islands where it'll be sticking out in the middle of the floor. These things must be wrapped up, capped, taped, whatever needs to be done. Preferably with a buddy, so you guys can work on the panel and make sure you have the proper stuff shut off and turned on. As far as trip hazards go, the job site must be clean at all times. You need to have designated areas you're piling up your trash and your junk so that people aren't, for one, losing tools or equipment, but mostly so that you're not tripping over stuff, stepping on nails, slipping on broom handles, and all the other Acme cartoon injury types. Another thing is ladder safety. We shouldn't have to use many ladders. The only requirement would be that you have a second person, and that all four posts of the ladder are securely on the ground. And don't be reaching too far. Don't be standing on the top rung. But if at all possible, to avoid using the ladder, just using two people, you should be able to hold the cabinets up, or soffits, or whatever else you're doing. You should be able to do it with by yourself or with two men. Now, in case of injury, there will be first aid supplies supplied on the job site. The OSHA standard for this is 1926.50, and I think that's a subcategory D. It's in parentheses, and then 1 in parentheses as well. The first aid supplies are going to be located next to the job site radio. It's the same place the cooler is going to be located. Okay, so if it's a hot day, there will be also drinks provided as well. Maybe a few Gatorades, a few sodas, but mostly water. And you make sure you're drinking plenty. Okay, if there's any kind of minor injury, the site supervisor needs to be notified. I'd be notified second. and provide whatever care you need to out of the supplies given. If the injury is too severe, then the site supervisor's vehicle will be made available for you to get to the closest medical facility. And that's going to be about it.